The last patriotic entertainment venues for families. I mean that. You can come out here to any airshow. Pilots, many of them trained in T-34, and that airplane smoking right out there to the left. Not only was a high and to the left, right out, John Culver. Believe it or not, the Texan actually saw service in Vietnam. They used to call it the Mosquito. The Texan continued to serve all the way into the 90s with South Africa. Back up. All right, teenagers, keep the chest, and I want you to think back. Put yourself there, maybe a young 18-year-old from some corn patch in Iowa. You hear about Pearl Harbor, you say, put me in, coach. You knew you might have less than a chance of winning. Your bravery and your dedication to the United States of America, you signed up and you fought back tyranny when the world was at war. Because of those sacrifices, hear my voice, it was not just brave men. No, in fact, there were many brave ladies who helped in that endeavor. We called them the WASP. Many of these young ladies learned how to fly these airplanes. They took them into the zone where then the men strapped in needed for the war effort. Many of them built the B-29 that you see back here. Doc, as she thanks her past to many of the Rosie the Riveters who lovingly built these airplanes to fight back the powers that be. John Culver now down on the deck. Look at the smoke and the lights on War Dog, back for yet another performance. Pilots, the folks on the ground, the folks in the air, the folks who were fighting battles back home that nobody understood except them. Boundaries were broken during that war, and many of them ring on today. Stand and cheer now for bird pilots, ladies and gentlemen, and let's see a show of hands. How many families do we have here who have a veteran from Vietnam and Iraq and Afghanistan? I'll tell you what, we stand on the shoulders of giants in this country, and we salute you here at America's Airshow. Thank you for your service. To the first shot fired from the P-51, a very short time span. The same with most of these airplanes that you see here right now. The T-6, even the T-28 represents this speed of engine. We needed a trainer, not like the T-6 right in front of you. We needed one that could mimic the performance characteristics of a jet. Well, that's where the T-28 comes in. Those early jets like the F-80, maybe even the F-86. So many people learned how to fly in the T-28, the Maytag Messerschmitt. Vietnam, and it's Iraq and Afghanistan. These airplanes, they tell those stories of the early aviators. Family. And let those young folks who are here with you today go home and remember it. zooming back down. When you hear this thing go by, I want you to remember it. Just remember the sound. As the road stories die with you. Make yourself a promise right now, make your family a promise that you'll continue to tell them, that you'll continue to let them live on. John Culver in War Dog. Our other T6 pilots include Stephen Johnson, former Tomcat driver from right here in San Diego. All of these vintage military airplane operators, they understand these stories and they know the commitment that must be made by each and every one of them. We owe these men and women who lovingly keep these airplanes flying a great debt. The airplanes you see in the air, like the T-34s, flown by Kent Smokey Field from Santa Barbara, John Flipper Flippin in the lead from Bonita, California, and Brian Smith from Fullerton. No, ladies and gentlemen, go see the static displays, the airplanes that are sitting down there on the ground, and let them know how much you appreciate them bringing these. The PBY Catalina on the far right-hand side of the field. The B-29. And check it out right here at Miramar, the Mustang, John Culver. Your final Warbird parade this afternoon. Give them a round of applause as they come by. Most of our pilots are flying off back home on a Sunday afternoon, including representing not only World War II, but Korea, even Vietnam. We're so thankful to have these vintage military airplanes we lovingly call the Warbirds here before us today.
The airplane you just saw take off and the one now just taking off. That's Mickey Benzing in the aircraft on their way back home to Monterey.
Oh my goodness, you know what that is?
No.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, the most sucking formation team in the world. I'm talking about 134 horses of pure, raw sucking power. Yeah.
Aaron Fitzgerald.
He's going after it again. Look at this. Right, just cutting off that C-17. Look at this. There they go.
Now that's a little fun on the part of the everybody involved in that. Everybody knew what was going to happen.
Hey, but listen, by the way, we have a lot of fun in this. Just knock you right back into your seat.
It's over $1 million lineup. Now, out in front, we just saw Aaron Fitzgerald, but watch this as Kirby Chambliss in the Red Bull Edge 540 takes off and does stock Cobra maneuver as we get things started with the Red Bull Air Force.
Now the little Easter egg you want to watch here is on this turnaround they're about to do. Yesterday,
Yeah.
they just switched positions. It was so cool. We'll see if they do this today. Man, look at Kirby.
I'm great. Matt Jolly's here with me. We're watching you and loving every moment of what we're seeing of what you're doing.
Oh, I love doing it. How about you? What a beautiful day for an air show.
That helps make this possible. What else have you done to this helicopter to make it fly aerobatically?
That is it. This helicopter is stock CO-105.
And its primary job, is it not for medical evacuation and medical treatment?
No, it was converted for that and used widely for that purpose, but it was a great day and a great show, perfectly well organized, great turnout. Thank you all for coming.
You know, what could not have been said better. When I look at you doing that, Fitz, I think I'd be losing my lunch.
You probably would, yeah. You're going to want to eat something that tastes just as good coming back up as a Kirby Chambliss, our world champion. You're going to be amazed at what he can do in an airplane.
Well, take the bow, ladies and gentlemen. Miramar makes a big noise for Aaron Fitzgerald. What do you got, partner? Yes, sir. Who, when he was flying for the company,
They never stop. Watch Kirby Chambliss here in this Edge 540. It's a Zimco Edge 540, built right here in the United States.
And it is designed and built from very strong stand extreme.
Even that of Kirby Chambliss, which is remarkable. Carbon fiber, steel, and all kinds of composites that are built into this thing, making it one of the most competitive aerobatic airplanes really in the world. Let's talk about competition aerobatics versus air show aerobatics, because most of these pilots, some of them that you'll see, like Eric was talking about, world champions, but with competitive aerobatics.
One of your narrators, Master Sergeant Max Thomas from Wilmington, North Carolina. From this gathering was born the Heritage Fund, a unique visual representation of the Air Force's history from the days of the Army Air Corps to the present.